This past Tuesday, the Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC dropped, and I checked it out live over on my Twitch channel. We checked out the new bounty business, dispatch missions, clothing or lack thereof, and of course the new cars. Or some of them anyway. This is a surprisingly expensive DLC. What's going on, everyone? My name is DJ CS and welcome to an all-new video here on my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about and breaking down the new DLC in GTA Online. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on your notifications to be notified every time I upload a video. And if you enjoy this video, go ahead and drop it a like. I would greatly appreciate that. I cover a lot of GTA content, but no bullshit. So no leaks, no rumors. I just focus on the facts, trailers, news wires, and actual info from Rockstar, which can be pretty scarce sometimes. Also, let me know your thoughts on the DLC down in the comments. All your interactions with the channel with the video help promote it. I wanted to get this video up on Tuesday, but I streamed for 13 hours, not all GTA Online, but like 6 hours leading up to the release, playing different games, and then 7 hours of the release, and I was just beat afterwards. So anyway, I mentioned this is a surprisingly expensive DLC. With buying all 10 cars and fully customizing the most expensive bail office, not counting vehicle customizations, but counting the trade prices for the police vehicles, it will run you $25,652,250. Oof. So when you log into GT Online, you will get a call from Mod. Of course, you have to be outside of a building to get the call. She will tell you to go to Maze Bank Foreclosures and buy a bail enforcement office. Get the cop car I already own. Oh, here, Mod.
It's Maud. I got a proposition for you, and I'll keep it short and sweet.
Go to Foreclosure Maze Bank.
Hand over the reins.
To purchase
if you catch my drift,
a bail office.
And pass the baton to a hungry bounty hunter looking to spread their wings. That's where you come in. I'm gonna need somebody to open another office for me.
Maud, you don't sound too, I mean...
a ripe opportunity for a young, cash-rich bounty hunter like yourself to run their very own bail enforcement agency.
It better pay good, Maud.
I'll supply some of the staff.
I saw you came up from the trailer park to live in the fancy life.
Your favorite property off Maze Bank and pull the trigger.
Will do. There are 5 locations, 4 in the city area and 1 all the way up in Paleto Bay. I originally thought this would be a terrible place to buy one, but the way the business goes, I don't know if it will really be that bad. The most expensive is $2,620,000 in downtown Vinewood, and the cheapest one being $1,650,000 in Paleto Bay. Full customization will run you an extra $1,490,000, but you only need a living quarters if you want to fast travel, and if you have a gun locker elsewhere, I wouldn't get one here. So first thing you'll choose is your style, which they're all pretty basic, nothing super flashy. Top choice being $145,000. Then you'll pick agents. These agents will go out and do other bounty captures for you. This is the quote-unquote passive side of the business. 2 agents will cost an extra potential $1,500,000, but I paid half of that, which might be because I snagged GTA Plus for this DLC. So chalk on another potential $750,000 to all those prices I had earlier. You'll walk up to them in the office, hit right on the D-pad, and give them a task. Are they worth it? Probably not. They bring in around $30,000 in like 30 minutes. Somewhere around there, sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. But the DLC as a whole is not necessarily a lucrative one. In 6 hours, I made over $1 million, but there will be more tricks to come out to make the missions faster and easier, and we'll talk about a few of them here in this video. For the bounties themselves, there are 4 choices. 3 small bounties that seem to range from like $38,000 to $40,000, and then 1 most wanted bounty that pays anywhere from $124,000 to $129,000. Those are the 2 prices I've gotten so far. The 3 smaller bounties refresh after an hour, and you can do all 3, and then after the hour do 3 more, so on and so forth. But the prime bounty is only once a day, which is absolutely stupid. A measly $129,000. I could see maybe if it was like $1 million or something, but I could sell my bunker business every 2 hours and 20 minutes for $210,000 as many times as I want in a day, but I can't do a most wanted bounty more than once a day. It's dumb. The Prime Bounty kind of works like a legendary bounty in Red Dead Online, where it's an actual mission, not a heist, but not a free roam either. You can invite other players to assist you. I don't really know how the payouts work. I'm guessing maybe everyone gets $129,000, $124,000, whatever, which is good and a good payout for a mission, but the fact it can only be done once a day is absolutely dumb. I can't express that enough. I didn't notice a difficulty setting either, so there's no boost for doing it on hard. The first mission I did took place at Maze Bank Tower, I think it was, or possibly Arcadius Business Center. I wasn't really paying attention when I drove up. But you'll start by going to the morgue and taking out the guards. The bounty faked their death, so you have to prove that they aren't dead first. Then you go to the location, you'll shoot your way through the garages and make your way to the roof. Along the way, you can steal a painting and make an extra $5,000. Whoop-de-doo. Nothing special. Once on top, there will be more shooting and choppers that bring in more guys, unless you blast them with an RPG. Once on top and all the enemies are taken out, use a stun gun to subdue the bounty, and then walk over to them and press right on the D-pad to capture. A cutscene will happen and you will throw them in the back of a van. If you don't bring the van with you and you just drive your own vehicle, the van will automatically spawn in. So if your mission is far away, you can just fly there. The second time I did it, I got the movie studio location, a little easier, less pay. You can grab a disguise near the studio, but it only works on security, not the guards. After arriving at the studio, you have to find a call sheet which is inside one of the trailers, take a picture of it and send it to Jeanette. She will then tell you you need to find a key card that is inside the executive's office. You will then go inside the executive office, which we've been inside before, and then you will find the key card in there. Then you will finally be able to go and find the targets. Now, as I mentioned, these outfits work on the security at the movie studios, but they do not work on the guards. And I found that out the hard way. Once inside, I had to find out which actress was the real bounty. There's 3 different targets. Basically, I just walked up to them and threatened to hit them, and they confessed. Jeanette asked me to steal something for Mod. I couldn't find it, but just as I finished the mission, it revealed the location. So this is probably another $5,000 item you can get as an extra boost. For the smaller bounties, you will be sent to random places on the map in free roam. One sent me to a lost club. There's an option to shoot the electric box before going in. I don't know if it's necessary or not. They just call for backup, so there may be a few more enemies. Once you apprehend the bounty, you'll throw them in the back of the van and have to drive back to the bail office, as you do for every bounty mission, or even if you kill them, which we'll talk about in a little bit. You will have people attacking you, but they really aren't worth fighting. Another is an escaped prisoner we saw in the trailer. First, you inspect the prison uniform, then it will tell you to follow a blood trail, then give you an area to search for the prisoner. There will be a group of prisoners there, armed, so be warned. I had a mission where a woman was hiding in her house, and I had to kill her guards, destroy her possessions, and cut her power to get her out. There's a bounty on a Duggan, which is a casino Easter egg. This must be a brother or a cousin or something, somebody small time. I opted to eliminate this bounty just to see what happens. It was way out in Paleto Bay, and I really didn't want to drive all the way back. I lost $30,000 for eliminating the target and still had to drive it to the corner, which was further than my bounty office. So tasing them and taking them alive is the way to go. And the last one I did was a member of a Korean gang by the name of Ricky Jai, I think it is. Ricky G, I'm not really sure. But this guy is a bank robber, and you have to go and stop him from robbing the Fleeca Bank. When you get there, you will be in a shootout with not only him and his crew, but also the police when they arrive. So you're kind of getting it from both angles. So the bounty business is fun, but does not pay well at all, unfortunately, especially for the price of the business. Then there's the dispatch missions. You can use the cop cars from the Chop Shop DLC, which is good because the new cop cars are expensive. So if you already have a cop car, you don't need to buy a new one. You'll get in your cop car and Vincent will contact you and tell you he has more off-the-books missions for you.
Come in, unit. Unit, come in. Stop the vehicle. You're under arrest. Just a small joke for you. It's me, Vincent.
Hell yeah, Vincent. Good.
I know how much you appreciate some
We can do it in vehicles we already own.
These assignments are strictly off the books, and my colleagues on the force are too preoccupied with their circular jerkubations.
Circular jerkubations.
I need some boots on the ground, someone I can trust. Consider it. Hit me up and I'll be in touch.
Dispatch work can be accessed by pressing R3 when driving a law enforcement vehicle you own. Well, then let's fucking get it.
Received.
Press
Received. You should receive the locations my sources provided.
civil disturbance.
All right. You're looking at high-ranking gang affiliates who just so happen to be criminal informants. Anytime, any day, they give the LSPD the information they want, and in return, the LSPD gives them the rule of this fucked up roost. With the cops and kingpins collaborating, the system's rigged against us all. It's in both our best interests to terminate this relationship.
Press R3, and then you have to confirm it by pressing right on the D-pad. At first, I thought this was annoying, but I later found out you don't have to necessarily press R3. If you're in a police car, Vincent will radio you and ask for your assistance. You can accept or do nothing, and he will say understood, and then the mission will be canceled. If you accept, you will be given a mission in free roam to go and do a variety of different missions. However, I kept getting the same missions over and over. I got the civil disturbance missions where you eliminate enforcers many times. At one point I learned you need your cop car to start the mission, but not to complete it. So I eventually started using my Sparrow to fly there quickly and blow them all up and leave. A few times it sent me to Paleto Bay from the city, and these ones are instant finish missions. So as soon as you eliminate the targets and fly away, leave the area, the mission's over. But there are ones where you have to take out the dealers and bring the drugs back to Vincent's lockup, which are annoying, called possessions for sale. You again don't need a cop car for travel, but it's still annoying. You have to fly back. A third one I did was malicious mischief, where you disable bombs. It gave me a couple different locations for these. One was at the observatory, one at the dam. You take out all the enemies, then disarm the bombs because there's a new mini game to disarm them, pressing the corresponding buttons on the D-pad. Once you're done, leave the area, mission over. After 5 hours of playing GT Online, I finally got the Officer Monitor mission, which is required to get the trade price on the new Dorado Cruiser SUV police car. Basically, you go to a location, shoot your way in, shoot the ones inside, you take a tape from a surveillance setup and bring it back to Vincent's lockup, and it's done. These are all the dispatch missions I did. Once I got the Officer Monitor mission, I was ready to call it a night. Every dispatch mission pays out $25,000 regardless to how long it takes you or how short it takes you. Now for the vehicles. There are 10 new vehicles added on day one. Well, 9 if you don't have GTA Plus, which I totally understand. I only bought it to get the Pipistrello on day one for free. On Legendary Motorsports, there are 6. There is the aforementioned Overflop Pipistrello, which will be $2,950,000 on release. It has minimum customization, nothing crazy, your bumpers, hoods, spoilers, etc. Some pretty decent liveries. I will be releasing a full customization video for this later. I didn't buy all the cars because I just didn't have enough money. I don't play GT Online like I used to and did not expect it to cost as much as it did. I started with like a little over 20 mil and had a little over $1 million by the time I bought the agency and 5 cars and customized them. So it took a lot of money. There's the Invitero Cockpit D1, which kind of looks like the Declasse Mamba, but is a 2-door classic vehicle. I think this is going to be in the sports classic category, coming in at $1.5 million. The Anis Euros X32, which is a house special work vehicle, so the customization will be good, but pricey. This is also a 2-door classic vehicle, a throwback, and I believe it's also in the sports classic category, and comes in just under $1.5 million. The Ubermacht Niobe, I think that's how you say that, the Niobe, a 2-door modern vehicle, also a house special work vehicle. I believe this is a supercar, but I'm not entirely sure. Comes in at $1,880,000. Then there's the Anus Paragon S. I think this is a 2-door sports car. We already have the Paragon R and the Paragon R Armor in the game, and I believe they are cheaper, but this isn't a Monitech vehicle, and so that ups the customization price as well. Comes in at $2,010,000. Last on Legendary is the Bolokin Envisage. Not really sure how you say that, but I did buy this one. It is a 2-door electric sports vehicle with minimum customization and some basic liveries, which is disappointing. It does not have transmission or turbo upgrades, which is odd and rare. It makes it feel slow and sluggish. It's got decent speed, but I feel like it would be so much faster if it had transmission and turbo upgrades. I didn't realize it when I bought it, but it also has a Monitech as well. This comes in at $2,472,000 before customization. There's one truck on Southern San Andreas, the Declasse Yosemite 1500, 2-seater 2000s throwback. Nothing really special about it that sticks out. Comes in at $1,205,000. Over on Warstock, we have our 3 new police vehicles. Now, later on in my stream, I had an issue where it told me I had to complete the slush fund to buy them. I'd already done the Cluck and Bell farm raid, so I think it was bugged out, and I had to do the first mission again before I could even buy them at full price. For the Greenwood Cruiser, full price $4,910,000, trade price $3,682,500. You have to complete 5 dispatch work missions. I, of course, got this with the trade price. This is a retro-styled 4-door cop car, but the siren is the same as all the others, so it's not like the old-school classic siren that you would hear. It has a ton of police liveries to put on and a bunch of emergency light options, basic customizations for everything else. The Dorado Cruiser, which I thought for sure was going to be drip feed, is $5,005,000 at full price. Trade price of $3,753,750 million. Need to do the officer monitor dispatch mission for trade price. Decent customization, only 3 emergency lighting options though, and limited liveries. The third and final vehicle on Warstock, and the final vehicle we're going to talk about here, the Impaler SZ Cruiser, the cheapest of the 3, comes in at $4,720,000 for full price and trade price of $3,840,000. Complete possession for sale dispatch mission for trade price. Overall basic customization, some crazy exhaust and spoiler options though. As far as clothes go, there's some new options, but not a lot, at least for the men's. I don't really know about the women's. There's some new shirts, shoes, and chains. The biggest disappointment was that there is no police uniforms. We have the prison guard uniforms, but it would have been nice to get a police uniform. Even though we're not technically officially police, still. There is a bounty agent outfit we saw in the artwork, but that's locked behind the tier 3 for the bounty business, which requires 10 bounties brought in without losing a life, secure the most wanted bounty target 3 days in a row, and secure or eliminate 25 targets, which is fairly easy enough to do. But it's just going to take some time and it's a grind. There are no new tats. I thought the tats shown in the artwork were new, but a quick browse through the tattoos would show that they are in like the top 2 or 3 selections and already in the game. I didn't notice any new weapons. There is a new skin for the taser locked on tier 2 of the bounty business, which is secure or eliminate 5 standard bounties, secure or eliminate 2 most wanted bounties, and earn $250,000 from bounties. No new hairstyles and no new masks. Overall, a pretty lackluster DLC, as most of us thought it would be. I'm not sure what is in the drip feed content. If they uploaded 10 vehicles on day 1, I imagine there's probably another 5 to 8 vehicles in the files, and there most likely won't be any drip feed vehicles next week, as non-GTA Plus members will get the Pipistrello. That is going to do it for this video. I covered a lot. I think I covered it all. I'm sorry I didn't have any more info on some of the vehicles. Like I said, I don't play as much as I used to, so I didn't have as much money as I needed. And again, I didn't think that this DLC was going to cost this much. But if you enjoyed this video, you found it helpful and or informative, drop it a like. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And let me know your thoughts down in the comments. With all that said and done, my name is DJ CS. Have a good one, guys. And as always, don't forget to tip your DJ. Later, dudes.
You motherfucker!
How do I end up underneath the fucking stairs?
You fucking idiot!
That chopper's dropping off more guards!
No, it ain't.
Fuck you, asshole! Find some cover! Find somewhere safe! Drop the fucking weapon! Duck, everyone! Duck! You piece of shit! Die, you fucking
What?
Or you're gonna die!
Stop right there.
Me!
You see this?
You
I'm
fucking
armed.
idiot.
I'm armed.
I'm gonna
As we're about to start, guys. They might already be started. I don't know.
Drop the firearm! Now!
Wait! Shit! Where are the bullets?
Oh, shit, I missed. It didn't lock on.
I need to reload.
Me too. Give me a minute. I've secured the target. Now I gotta bring her ass all the way down from up here. There we go. Sit down.